the yearly end of the year blog post by Arenanet to cap off the year with what's going on. So you know what? Grab a cup of tea, all right? Grab some snacks, get a drink, get cozy, get a blanket. Let's sit at a nice cozy fire of the holiday season and listen to the year to remember by Arenanet. Let's get into this, gamers. December 22, 2023, capping off the year with their blog post. Let's get comfy here. So, hey Guild Wars community. I'm Josh Davis, Grouch the Man, the game director for Guild Wars 2. Before we close up shop for the studio's annual holiday break, I'd like to take a moment to express my deepest appreciation to you for making this another great year. The team and I couldn't be more grateful for your passion and ongoing support. In August, alongside our 11th anniversary, we've launched Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure. This brought some long overdue changes to how we develop and release expansion content. These changes, born from our desire to better serve our players, involve adopting a more consistent release cadence and eliminating extended content droughts. This new approach not only ensures a more predictable development cycle, but also allows us to make strides toward improving work-life balance for our developers. I do agree with this, again, and whether you agree with this new model of expansion releases or not, having that structure in place definitely would allow them to plan everything better. Planning, scheduling, development resources, pretty much knowing exactly what they have to plan, how far ahead do they need to plan, and things like that. Knowing that every year there has to be this thing that's introduced. And again, maybe not overstretching too much, right? I think the issue is, and mentioned in this studio or this interview that Grouch did previously, is that, yeah, like last time they had a bigger team was in Living World Season 4, and now they've reached that same team. However, again, I hope that this team is mostly committed to Guild Wars 2 and not going to be the sort of thing where they spread everybody in different projects, right? If it's Guild Wars 2, the core focus is the core game, then we're in for pretty much consistent updates, assuming they manage to make this schedule a success with the next expansion. Big changes like this are just as nerve-wracking for us as they are for you, but it's safe to say that we're breathing a lot easier these days. I'm incredibly proud of what the team delivered with Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure. In addition to being a great content update, it was also a financial success for us. Given the uncertainty in the economy and as a whole and the gaming industry in particular right now, we're feeling very blessed and very grateful to our fans for the level of stability we've been able to maintain through this change. I think, yeah, one thing is, regardless, is that, yeah, the expansion was a success. I think for Arenanet, it was a success. They targeted new players. Certainly, it's hitting the mark on who it's supposed to target, which is their casual player base. And it's done that, right? They released an expansion. It's delivering exactly who it needs to deliver to. I think from that standpoint, it's been successful. And I think the amount of money, $25 for this expansion, it's not too bad, right? You're getting pretty much well worth your time with this expansion. You're going to get a lot of updates, a lot of content. It's roughly 30 hours of content for $25. Not really that bad, right? By the time the entire expansion releases, it's pretty much a 40-hour expansion. The story in itself is about 12 hours, 14 hours. Then you have the achievements and stuff like that, which is another 10 to 15 hours of fun and grinding. Then you have getting the legendary and everything. And yeah, so that's another 10 to 15 hours. So 40 hours of content for $25, which could even easily be 50 hours, depending on how far, honestly, you want to take this further. That's not that bad. That's a very good price point. I don't think any other game can compete with that kind of price point in the MMO genre, given that you already pay subscriptions to these games. You don't do that with Guild Wars 2, right? If you were to calculate it as a sub fee, that basically is like a $2 fee per month. So they've been able to deliver who they needed to deliver to. Also, very cool picture. Look at this picture. Another benefit of our new expansion model is that we're able to take a much more proactive and long-term approach to planning, which has been challenging to do since 2019. We've been able to apply a lot of the lessons we've learned to our 5th expansion in very meaningful ways. Again, reminding you that they're already making the 5th expansion. They're already in on the 5th expansion. Lessons that impact both the developer and player experiences. Additionally, not only is the 5th expansion in active development, but we're also already having conversations about what comes after that. Yeah, this is, again, with this new cycle, this allows them, and honestly, this is a good thing where they took their time after End of Dragons to refine the game by introducing Living World Season 1, upgrade the engine, doing a couple of other things, like just Q Wealth kind of updates and things like that. Is that it also allowed them enough time to develop Secrets of the Obscure and then probably from that quickly boost into the 5th one, so they weren't on a rush to the next expansion. So when Secrets of the Obscure again came out, next expansion was already in development, right? Soto, pretty much all of it has been developed. There's nothing new about it. Look at that, all those subs. So yeah, again, I think it allowed them to more or less get into that cycle. Now, realistically, they'll get into their, you know, their groove and their cycle and let's say their flow of work will really be once the 5th expansion releases, because then that would be like finally the second one that's back to back with the new model. But yeah, this allows them, by the time we're getting the 5th expansion, they're probably already developing the 6th expansion and so on and so forth, right? So that's a plus. All right. We're not ready to share any new details today, but what I can say is that we have plenty of thrilling adventures, captivating stories, and exciting updates ahead of us. We can't wait to embark on this next chapter with you next year. But first, we have 2 major updates for Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure coming in the first half of next year. In February, you'll get new story chapters, the Temple of Thebes Strike Mission Challenge Mode, 9 new weapon proficiencies, the ability to unlock new legendary armor, a Wizard's Vault reward refresh, and more. We'll also be running, I believe that's the tier 1 of the legendary armor, which is more just the stats, and then the looks will be the tier 2. We'll also be running a World vs. World restructuring beta event from January 12 until February 2. You'll hear more about these updates early next year on the forums and in our blogs. Yeah, again, February, which means May will get the final patch to wrap up this expansion, which means June, July, they're already promoting the next expansion after that. And then August is when it releases, which is okay. They released the expansion on their anniversary, is a very good idea. Before we sign off for the holidays, please enjoy this musical Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure interlude composed of... Thank you. Before we sign off for the holidays, please enjoy this musical Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure interlude composed and performed by one of our amazing co-workers, Paul Quinn, to celebrate the release of the expansion earlier this year. Nice. You can listen to that. Thank you, adventurers. Whether you've been with us since the beginning or joined the adventure more recently, know that you are an integral part of this incredible journey, and we are honored to have you by our side. Your passion, boundless creativity, and unwavering support are the pillars upon which this community stands. On behalf of the entire Arenanet team, thank you for being the heart and soul of Guild Wars 2. We'll see you in 2024. Happy Winter's Day, Josh Grouch Davis, Game Director. That's a year to remember. Very nice cap off. Honestly, this is a good cap off. Nice way to end the year. Again, I truly hope that they can really figure out their groove with this next expansion. It's going to be exciting. It seems like they already have, you know, their plans ahead, and they're already planning for the next expansion after the one that comes out next year. So, yeah. Like Soto for them is already like, we've done that. Like, and even the next expansion, like, well, we're already working on that, but we're already thinking of the 6th. We're thinking of even 2025, not even 2024. So, Alka with the bits, 100 bits. Wow. Got a badge for that. So, anyway, that's it. A year to remember, gamers. that is it. Happy holidays. Enjoy the Christmas and New Year for those who celebrate. Enjoy whatever celebration you celebrate in the December month. And we'll see you in the New Year's. Until then, take care and enjoy.